follow up with that. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Okay, so my book is My Love Letters to the Grieving, You Are Not Alone. I know it feels like you'll never recover from the grief you're carrying. You'll never breathe freely, experience joy, heal, or find your way forward. Whether you're grieving the loss of your loved one, your health, a relationship, or a dream, you are not alone. The Lord wants you to know that healing is still available, even in the deepest grief, but it will require participation. I created this devotional from my own decades of deep grief, loss, and pain to be the guide I once needed, offering companionship, guidance, and comfort toward healing. Certified and trained under world-renowned grief experts, My Love Letters to the Grieving is a 30-day interactive devotional filled with reflections, scriptures, prayers, grief education, journaling space to process your feelings, and more. It's a place where God meets you exactly where you are, with His power, His presence, and His peace. Begin your healing journey today. I am Keyshawn Hill Adamson. I am a certified grief coach, educator. I'm a grief movement guide. I'm a grief and loss public speaker. I'm the founder and CEO of Unstuck Worldwide LLC, a grief and wellness company. Today I'm going to read you day 26, grief manifesting in your body. Have you ever been in deep grief and experienced migraines, sharp pains, aches, extreme weakness or fatigue, or even developed new health issues you couldn't explain? You are not imagining things. This part of grief is real. I had no idea there was such a strong connection between grief and how it impacts your physical body. That's normal, and I didn't understand it until I began my grief journey. The one concept I was taught is that the body keeps score. Grief and trauma live in the body, often showing up as inflammation, illness, aches, and other physical symptoms when unprocessed. The body remembers the effects of heartbreaks, pains, and traumas you have endured. Even if you forget, your body never forgets. I remember during my senior year in college, I had always been a size 13, but suddenly, without changing my eating habits or lifestyle, I started gaining weight I couldn't explain. Fast forward to before having my daughter, I had reached 325 pounds from being typically 145 pounds, and that weight impacted everything. My pregnancy, delivery, my ability to live life fully, my self-esteem, self-worth, and self-love. Most importantly, it affected my mental health. Again, grief moves beyond death. It's the thousands of losses that we go through every day. It's the divorce, it's the miscarriage, it's the estrangement, it's rejection, you name it, and I've lived through it. The loss and rejection, especially as I face obesity and losing my health. Because of the extra weight, I developed a lot of different symptoms like lymphedema, plantar fasciitis, and heart complications when having my daughter. For every loss I suffered in my soul, it manifested as weight in my body. It was like there was an entire war going on within, and my body was keeping score, responding through weight gain and inflammation. Getting help from my trauma changed my life, and it was a turning point in ending the cycle of suffering I was in. It literally got me on my path toward healing, which is why I'm able to write you today. I've heard countless stories of horrific things people's loved ones have gone through, and like me, you just can't shake it. I had to get tools to help me process these memories that would take over. And I'd like to share with you one technique to bring your mind back gently to the present. When memories start to flood your mind, when anxiety starts to take over, when this occurs, I gently invite you to try this. It's called the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. Look around you and to name 5 things that you see. Notice 4 things that you can touch and feel. Notice 3 things you can hear. Notice 2 things you can smell. And focus on 1 thing you can taste. You breathe slowly and you breathe deeply. This grounding technique helps you to allow your awareness to return to the moment where you are safe. Begin your healing journey today. And thank you so much for listening.
If you're in grief or know someone who is, here is a gentle resource for you to begin your healing journey today with My Love Letters to the Grieving, You Are Not Alone. To learn more, visit www.unstuckworldwide.com.